Welcome back, everybody. We're another Alliance War video here for Loki versus X5E, Three Realms. And today we have APOC, CGR, and Torchband with Kingpin and Doom. So let's get into it. Our first fight is this Dragon Mount on Path 5. I'm going 5-5 with a mini, and I have Captain America, Wags, and Professor X. So this fight didn't go perfectly for me, but the plan is just to parry to remove the power charge. I'm packing big boost, so I'm science boost, so I'm going to SP2 and gain quite a bit of power back. But basically, I don't want to be in my corner, obviously, with Dragon Man, and I'm watching his power gain. So here, I'm like, okay, I don't want to hit him because I want him to, there we go, remove the power gain. Throw this SP2, he's friendly with it. I'm like, alright, perfect. And a heavy counter there, and yeah, so everything's going as planned. And now I just want to remove this last power gain. I miss a parry. I'm like, oh great, I need to stop this power gain. And now I'm like, okay, he throws his SP2. I'm gonna block all this to get some kinetic charges. I'm going to parry, get my fury up, and that is all she wrote. Next fight, I took Dex off for this Dormammu. I debated whether to do it or not because you can Dex his SP1 without Dexing essentially, but I just didn't want any degen damage, so I just removed it, and I debated leaving it off for my next fight. But the plan here is just to parry heavy. I don't have a white Magneto pre-fight on this, so I have Max Petrify. You can see that it limits his power gain, and my heavies do an insane amount of damage with this Fury up. I mean, there's like a 30k heavy combined, 24k second crit, and protection's up. I get this down, and I'm like, okay. Kind of hesitate right there after the knockdown to see if he throws his special one. Doesn't, and I'm like, all right, well, I just need to throw this SP2, and he's dead. And you get the protection up, or down, I should say. And I'm like, all right, perfect. But then he throws a special too. All the times when I didn't. So at this point, I just throw the special 3 just to end it. I thought it was gonna be a special. I was hoping it'd be a special 2 just to quickly do it, but either way, it's down, easy peasy. And then we have Chavez on node 19. It has the ebb and flow knockdown, debuff immunity on knockdown, and like that prowess, aggression prowess. So the plan here is basically to just knock her down, let my heavies do damage, and then SP2 for the kill shot. And it's, I do want to manage her prowess a little bit. Like if I have to bait out a special for too long, it will build, and taking those specials into the block isn't ideal. But Cap obviously is a beast and glances a lot. So far so good. She threw her first special kind of quick. And now I'm at her second special, and she throws it perfect, and I'm like, all right, this couldn't go any better. She hasn't thrown one heavy, and at this point I'm gonna get the protection down and then just SP2 in the face, and it's over. It didn't even crit, and it's over. Now I have Black Cat. I've taken this before, and ideally I want a Wags and take it with Professor X so I can just ignore the shrug of the stun and her evade. But with Wags, I needed to take this so I could have another pre-fight later, because I need a pre-fight for her, because I don't want her to shrug the stun. So the plan here is I need to get those charges down. They're ticking every 3 seconds. I can remove one, so you see it's at 7, and if I don't remove them before I try intercepting her, she essentially will evade me. So it's slow and steady, just doing heavies through the stun. I should have waited there to clear that, that charge. But she's building power, and I don't mind that she's that she throws the SP1. But she's eventually gonna switch the card back on her, which is going to give me that debuff where it lowers my ability accuracy, and I kind of get in trouble because right here, what I should have done is not parried and just baited heavies right here and countered that. But I was trying just to clear that last charge that she has, and I'm like, okay, Now I eat this heavy and I'm in the corner, and every time I'm trying to parry, I'm taking damage because my ability accuracy is failing me. So I'm gonna SP3 to reset, gain spacing, and she's gonna clear out that last charge. She throws SP1. Alright, good. Now I know I can intercept. And she plays ball. I get one intercept here, and I'm gonna throw a special. I think I throw it. Oh, yeah, she throws this one. Alright, perfect. And I'm gonna get another intercept. I want to get an SP2 because I am mutant boosted, so I saved for an SP2. And she doesn't die, but the bleed gets her. So I'm like, alright, that went kind of bad at the beginning, and then I kind of saved it. So I'll live and learn. Next time I'll just beta heavy once she throws that SP2 or puts the card back on her, switches it over. Now I have a spot on Ebb and Flow intercept with Mighty Charge. I have a Wags pre-fight here and Professor X who can't miss, so I'm using a PS1 boost because I want to get to my damage rotation as soon as possible. And basically, if I do this, all I have to do is parry heavy and build to special 3 and bait 1 special from him. You know, the rotation just requires that. So as I'm doing this, I'm like, all right, once he goes into his untouchable mode though, I did read that he can place ruptures on me, and I thought that was only if he hits me. So I'm not worried about any of the damage at this point. He throws that special. I'm like, perfect. Now I just need to get an intercept, and I'm good. I threw that heavy, probably poorly timed because I was already at 100 charges, and I'm like, all right, now I'm set. But every time I'm hitting him, I saw a rupture and I kind of freaked out and I blocked. And I'm like, you know what? Just throw my special, excuse me, and it's over. And that's basically how it went. So I did dual spot. And I did read his mechanics. I wanted to make sure that I caught anything if I should invulve versus PS1. Glad I went with the PS1 boost because it ultimately got me into my damage rotation much sooner. And Professor X only has 1 charge here, so it's going to take a few special 3s to get him down. But ultimately he does go down. So the next fight we have is Killmonger on the shared mini on 456, Ebb and Flow intercept, Mighty Charge, and I think like that node that you get armor broken if you don't hit them for a certain amount of time. I think I'm running my boost into this. Oh, yeah, I think I am running my boost into this. So I may have a PS1 boost. I just have to get my Wags pre-fight on here, and I want to make sure that it's on there. Heal Professor X, and just to max, just to be safe. I am running max coagulate and 1 point in that mutant mastery, just to be safe. I mean, Killmonger, when he crits, you know, on this node specifically, those bleeds can do some work. And there's been some times when I miss a parry and he crits, and I'm like, oh man. I start bleeding out, and I think it really does help. So, you know, you can rearrange your masteries just to kind of benefit you when stuff does go wrong, because stuff does go wrong in war. But here, I'm just going to parry heavy and build my charges. I'm going to heavy counter his heavy to build him if he does throw a heavy. And that's basically it. So now, since I am mutant boosted, the only thing I don't want to do right here is I don't want to throw my special into his indestructible charges. And here I get an intercept. I'm like, all right, perfect. I'm going to throw the special. And if I am mutant boosted, so I'm just going to spam my SP3. But if I wasn't, the fear after this is throwing my special 2 into his reverb and getting damage thrown back at me. But I don't have to worry about that here. I'm just spamming SP3s. And the fight is essentially over. And that was basically my war. Nice, quick, and easy. I didn't take any mini bosses other than the shared lane fights. And as of now, I think we are losing this war. I'm gonna get a screenshot of the final once it's complete, and I will post that in a bit. And the war just ended. We did end up losing this war. Shout out to our MVPs, Karate Mike, B McG, and Clown. So we are 1-1 on the season, and GG's to X5E. They played well, and I will see you guys in the next one.